Hi everyone, I'm Vince and welcome to my channel, Vince Cooper Games. In this video we're going to continue on with my playthrough of my solitaire wargame Bloody Lane. Bloody Lane is available from Amazon Print, Amazon Kindle and Wargame Vault. You can download the player sheets, the battlefield sheet, the counters and tokens and so on from Board Game Geek. And thanks again to Shane for doing this fantastic components box. This has got professionally made counters, tokens and a mounted game board, and that's available from Game Crafter. So let's get on. We're on to turn 20. This is the last turn. Okay, I've been looking at the game board. I can't think of any way for us to achieve a victory or even a minor victory or even a draw, come to that. So just to remind everybody, there are different difficulty levels. So we're using a regular difficulty player sheet, but there's also here, if you can see that, we also need to destroy a certain minimum number of union counters destroyed. So we selected the regular difficulty level. So a draw is 8, minor victory is 9, major victory is 10 or more. But as you can see down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we've only been able to destroy 6. There's a chance that we're going to go over the 7th West Virginia, and there was a slim chance that the 8th Ohio, if that had stayed in the advanced attack position, we maybe could have gotten a draw. But we're going to fail there. The major issue is that all of my Confederate artillery was lost without destroying any of the Union artillery, which has allowed the Union turn after turn to pound the supply line, which in turn has prevented me from sending enough ammunition to reload the minier balls. So that's really cost me. There's a few other little bits and pieces there where my luck hasn't gone the way it could have done, but that's the primary reason. But we're going to keep on playing and we'll see what we can do. So supply phase, all the tokens move to the right, so the orders goes in the orders box. This will give me a reroll during the Confederate action phase. They move to the right, they move to the right, and again it's become redundant at this point, but let's play the game as it's supposed to be played, and we put a new orders token in there. All of the ammunition and all of the reinforcement tokens have been used. There's a limit of 3 per turn for reinforcements, 5 per game for reinforcements, 5 per game for ammunition, and we have exhausted those supplies. So again, the reinforcements also didn't get through, so that's made a difference. So that concludes the supply phase. So reset Confederate artillery phase. There is no Confederate artillery, so we skip past that. Union artillery phase, so 3 guns from Tompkins, and Tidball is always 3, will attack the supply line. Let me just explain what is going on here. So the orders token in the rightmost box, the target number is 2 to 3. Center box S2 is 2. Orders token in box S1, there's a dash. The orders token cannot be attacked. If this was the reinforcement token, it would be 2 to 5 here, 2 to 4 here, 2 to 3 here. So we're going to resolve 3 attacks for Tompkins. As always, we're going to go in order of red, green and blue. So if the red is a 2 or 3 and destroys this this orders token, this one is ready to be resolved, the green and blue will target the next orders token along. So 2 to 3 is a hit, and we get, that's pretty close on 2 counts. So the red is a complete miss, that's 6, green is a 4, blue is a 4. So this orders token is safe. Tidball always makes 3 attacks and cannot be targeted. Historically, Tidball was further to the east on the opposite bank of the Antietam Creek, so he can't be targeted or destroyed by the Confederate artillery if we had any. So 3 attacks, and we've made it. Okay, not that it makes any difference at this point in the game. So red is a 6, blue is a 4, green is a 10. So the orders token is safe. Okay, that concludes the Union artillery phase. Next is the Union event phase. So we're on turn 20, so we're on this column here, and we're going to resolve events from column B here. So there are different difficulty levels, beginner, easy, regular, veteran, and elite. And as the game gets easier or harder, the events here change. So we're using light fire and heavy fire for regular. When you get to the easier ones, it's just light fire, but when you get to the hard ones, like veteran and elite, it's light barrage and heavy barrage. So there's a lot more damage being done to your Confederate forces there. So we roll 46 and resolve 4 Union events. Let's see what we get. Okay, so that's a 20, but as you've seen in previous videos, 20 has already been resolved, so we go up to the next higher number, which is up here, smoke. So we write down the turn number here, 20. And where's the smoke token? Smoke token. So this imposes a -1 cohesion penalty when you're trying to attack. Okay, so next 4d6. If you're wondering why I'm rolling, there are still 1, 2, 3, 4 union events, but we're only going to resolve 3 of them. So in all likelihood, it's going to be this one, and this one. But let's keep on rolling just to make sure. Okay, so that's a 15. Again, we jump up to the next higher number, which is light fire. So 1d6. Light fire 1d6. 1 is reduced cohesion by 1. And we get a 1. Okay. So target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 will be a reroll. Yeah, this is what I feared. I mean, there is actually a chance that this guy could become shattered. So, okay, let's see what happens. Okay. You're probably safe. So 6 Alabama take a hit. They are reduced from 3 down to 2. So yeah, if this guy had been hit here and then taken a heavy fire second hit, the 30th North Carolina would have flipped to their shattered side, which looks like this, in which case the 29th Massachusetts would have been able to penetrate into Bloody Lane, but that hasn't happened. Okay, but again, let's go through to the conclusion of the game. So 46. Okay, 11 already resolved. So we jump up here to this skirmisher event. Okay, skirmisher is going to attack the officers. Roll 1d6. 1 is a hit. Current officer value is 2. Let's see what we get. 4 is a miss. And the 4th and final union event. Okay, so 13. Again, we jump up here to the next higher number, which is heavy fire. So heavy fire is 1d6. 1 to 2 will be a hit on a random Confederate target. Let's see what we get. And it's a 3, so it missed anyway. Okay, so that's the end of the Union event phase. Okay, so we'll take a little pause. We'll come back for the Union action phase in a second.